Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Toronto FC versus New York Red Bulls. Also, Urawa Red Diamonds versus CF Monterrey. We got a double tonight. We start with TFC. We jump into Red Bull versus Urawa at 8 o'clock. So there will be a little bit of Toronto left when we start the Urawa stream. But we have both and we'll review both once the games are over. So that is awesome. Toronto FC contra New York Red Bulls. Y Urawa Red Diamonds contra CF Monterrey FIFA Mundial de Clubes double. Double en vivo reaction. Yeah, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Doble. Yes, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. We got Toronto Red Bull, which I expect nothing. Yeah, no, we're the ones who are going to get smashed. I'm not expecting anything. I was happy that Toronto didn't play for 3 weeks or whatever. This should have been our 19th game, but it's our 18th because LAFC made the Club World Cup. We don't have to play them till October, which actually that may be a good thing considering they're losing Bouanga. That might be a good thing. We still suck, though. But here we are. Toronto's back, and we have a Club World Cup game. I'm sure I'm going to have more fun with that. I don't expect anything. I expect nothing. It was like somebody was like, I hope Toronto pulls one out. I'm like, they're not. I expect nothing. With that being said, starting 11s are as follows. For TFC, in goal, we have Sean Johnson. We have Raul Petretta. Sigurd Rosted. Kevin Long, Zane Monlouis, Matty Longstaff, Maxime Dominguez, Alonso Coelho, Theo Corbianu, Ulla Brynhildsen, Derek Etienne Jr. It sounds like Bouanga's getting swapped for Javaro. And Javaro was already there for the Club World Cup, so it seems like we're halfway there. And then they let Bouanga stay for the Club World Cup, and then they're going to make the true switch. Because it was only a month-long loan for Javaro, so I feel like this was already in the works and it was already there. We just didn't realize it. So it seems real to me. It's not like it was bullshit. I mean, they had the guy already for a month. I guess, ironically, oh, wait. Well, no, I don't think they can fit him into an MLS game before either way. Starting 11 for Red Bulls. Carlos Coronel. We have Kyle Duncan. Alexander Hawk, Noah Eel, Raheem Edwards. The midfield two of Felipe Carballo, Daniel Edelman. We have Mohamed Sofo, Wickelman Carmona. We have Emil Forsberg and Lewis Morgan for the Red Bulls against Toronto. Of course, we'll talk about Urawa Red Diamonds and Group E. Right? Group E. Later tonight. We'll see how that goes. 1:30 till that game starts. And we'll see how it goes. Can Monterrey win? Because if they do, I think that would be enough to put them through. As long as they win, they would go through. I think by goal differential, even if there was a draw, I think goal differential would still put them through with a head-to-head thing. So all Monterrey has to do is win. If somebody else in the River game wins, they're through. If there's a draw, they're through. So, yeah, all Monterrey has to do is win, and they'll advance. They'll advance to the next round. Urawa, they're out of it. Even with a win, they're still out of it. They could just jump over Monterrey, but let's see. The three of the 5 CONCACAF teams have been eliminated. The two of the 3 MLS teams, the ones who actually earned it, have been eliminated. One of the 2 Mexican teams have been eliminated. It could be 4 out of 5. It could be 4 out of 5. If Monterrey loses today or draws. I haven't watched MLS since Toronto's played last. This is the first time I've watched MLS for like 3 weeks. Because really, I mean, I followed the results, but there was only a certain amount of games, and now here we are, but I'm totally I was happy without watching them. I was happier not watching them. I don't care, frankly. Yeah, the Raptors have the 9th pick, but it seems like they want to trade it for like Derek White. That is a horrible trade. That is a horrible trade. Like, Masai has got me. I hope that was a lie, or I hope it's somebody else. But Derek White from the Celtics, starting 11, Sean Johnson, wearing the armband tonight. I mean, he kind of has to. Sigurd Rolstead, Kevin Long, Zane Monlouis, Raul Petretta, Matty Longstaff, Maxime Dominguez, Alonzo Coelho, Derek Etienne Jr., Theo Corbianu, Ulla Brynhildsen as the forwards. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this game, or would help. I mean, yeah, it'd help, but for the 9th pick, Carlos Coronel, Raheem Edwards, Alexander Hawk, Noah Eel, Kyle Duncan, Daniel Edelman, Felipe Carballo, Forsberg, Carmona, Sofo, and Lewis Morgan. Like, for the 9th pick, like, you were going to trade the 9th pick for Kevin Durant. It's like, oh, we might get Giannis, and then we're down to Derek White. Like, compared to Kevin Durant, even washed Kevin Durant, it's like, really? Like, trading the 9th pick for a superstar or an aging superstar that might have a couple years left, Brynhildsen, the player to watch for Toronto, I get it. For a guy like Derek White, who, yeah, solid player, but he's not a team leader. Like, he's another Brandon, I guess. Another Quickly. Like, good role player. He is a good player. I'm not saying he isn't, but compared to, like, where they wanted to trade it for and what they tried to trade it for now is like, okay. Like, you can't even pull, like, I don't know. I know Damian Lillard's hurt, but, like, somebody at the level of Damian Lillard, you can't do that? Okay. Just keep the pick. Keep the pick. That's pretty good. Oh, that'd be weird. Montreal versus Toronto. Jason versus his brother. The Robertson brothers face each other. Well, who knows if he stays in Toronto. It's true. Yep, I saw the draw, or at least the result, and then the highlights. But, yeah. And he also got another $50 million deal. And Pascal's like, being in Indiana is the happiest I've ever been. Dude, you actually won the NBA Finals in Toronto. Like, I'm happy for Pascal making it as deep as he has. But it's like, dude, how are you the happiest you've ever been in Indiana? Like, you won a championship in Toronto. It's like, no, but Indiana's like, okay. And they loved you. By the way, I understand, like, after the bubble, it got pretty toxic. I understand that. Like, Pascal just, he couldn't practice the spin move, the spinning top thing. I get it. But, like, I never had a problem with Pascal as a person. I know people did. Me, I thought Pascal was a good dude. I was just mad about how he jumped down from 2020 or 2019. And, like, how horribly mismanaged the bubble was, and how horribly mismanaged his last, 2 years was as a Raptor was. The fact they traded him for, could have traded him for more. They didn't until they realized, hey, we should probably trade him. It was a total, like, yeah, the situation ended badly. I agree with that. But, and yes, people were very mean to Pascal. And that they should have never been that way. Pascal's a very good dude, from what I can tell, of course. You don't know, but awesome dude, as you, if you could tell. But you know, I hope it's the Leafs. They need some Croatian blood. The Leafs need some Croatian blood, some Croatian fire. I know he'd probably be stuck at the Marlies for a couple of years, but you know what? Sounds good to me. A Croatian player on the Leafs seems like exactly what they need at some point. Don't care exactly where he plays, just the fire, definitely something they need. Yeah, I didn't miss that either. No. I didn't miss the Apple commercial time either. And now it's World Cup hospitality packages. Hell, there were like WWE's showing commercials for like World Cup hospitality packages. I'm like, what? Where'd that come from? It's like, where'd that come from? Why's the game not started yet? There's still a minute. It'll be very, very soon. You know how this works, especially with a MLS. You know how this works. You know how this works. A lot of Croatian team players coming up in hockey. Well, that's nice. To see if Monterrey pass, and yes, if who's out. I think Monterrey passes. I think it's going to be because of a draw, which means Inter Milan is out because I think Monterrey is going to win their match. They have to. I think they get the goal differential to at least jump them, if not River. I think River has enough to get by. I think there will be a draw between those two. And if there is, you know what? And if there is a team who wins, I'll say River wins. So either way, yeah, Monterrey, River, those are the teams who get through. Whatever way it happens. Hopefully not River. I don't know if I want that right now. Like the way Toronto is right now, and hell, for you, you probably should be the same way with Chivas. Like, let's be real. The way they are right now, they'd be killed. They would be killed. Now, if you called a Pirate for Toronto, we probably would have won. But that's bye-to-bye. I don't know about Chivas. They'd still probably get killed, but that's not my problem, isn't it? That's not my damn problem. Game's about to start. Besides, Filip Dujic is the referee tonight. Oh, look, it's the however guy. Oh, Lord. Dude's going to try to meme himself again. I mean, I know you would say that because you're a Boca fan. Michael Radchuk's the VAR referee, but River's still a better team, though. I think they both beat Urawa. Mamelodi Sundowns won me over. Yeah, they've actually been very... Sadly, they got eliminated. But, yeah, no, they're a very solid club. Well, here's the problem with that. That can't happen. See, because Monterrey drew them both. So head-to-head, they all have the same points as each other. So guess what? The goal differential matters. As long as Monterrey wins, one of them's out. If they draw, one of them's out if they draw. And Monterrey wins, they're at least going to have a +1 goal differential. You can't really do that. And we're off. Red Bull wearing their Sands brown jersey. Toronto wearing red. With the way the sunlight is, I could see a little bit of a clash. This was dumb. That was, well, oh yeah, true. Red Bull is a red jersey. So it's better this than that, I guess. You really couldn't. Because now it's up to the goal differential because the head-to-head is all 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. They all got 2 points off of each other. It was 1 point. Well, if they draw and if they win, so if Monterrey wins and one of them wins, Monterrey goes through. because they would be at 5 points. The team that loses at 4. So, who did that at the World Cup long time ago? It had to be before like the final group stage day being back-to-back. I don't remember. I got to look that one up. I know Tifo made a video about it. I think I saw it, but it was a while ago. Speaking of long time ago. Playing forward. Toronto gets the ball back. I'm doing good. Doing good. Nice. That's true. Yep. Well, they never be played on the same day, so I could watch both. Canada, Guatemala would never play on the same day as a UCL finals, so I could watch both. That's an impossible question. I could watch both because they never play on the same day. 0-0 between Toronto and Red Bull. Of course, the game just started. Yeah. True. Yep. I mean, we said that about El Salvador, Curacao. What happened? Hypothetical question. Well, also, the time slots would... Well, also, speaking of hypothetical question, Canada would be playing later than the UCL final against Guatemala. So, again, I can watch both. Canada means more to me than most European clubs. So, well, honestly, all of them. Canada still means more to me than Chelsea. This is true. That is true. So, Canada. Like, if I'm being real, if I had to choose, Canada. Canada means more to me than any European team. Dude, I'm not a Euro snob. Playing forward. It's like, dude, I'm not a Euro snob. What do you think what if they were on the same day and time? Canada means more to me. Canada means more to me than any European club. Any of them. Even Chelsea. So, I don't care if it's a friendly. They couldn't have. Head-to-head still would have had Flamengo top in the group. I'm serious, yeah. Canada means more to me than any European team, even Chelsea. Maybe, but if Canada's playing at the same time. Do you think if any match not is suspended, the other one should be suspended? What happened to Boca is nonsense. No reason to complete the match. Honestly, I agree. Like, yeah, I think what happened to Boca, like, the result of the Bayern game knocked Boca out. They knew that when they came back out to play. That was playing forward. Shot wide. Like, that's untenable. Like, just because if you're playing in 2 different cities, if one game is suspended for severe weather, you suspend the other game until they're able to play at the same time. Because I think part of the reason Auckland City drew, as amazing as it was, sorry, Dylan, was because Boca knew there was nothing to play for by the time they got back out to play. Yeah, it was nonsense. Nonsense. Like, you play these games at the same time, so there is no match fixing. But since you have a severe weather delay and you finish one before the other, you had a whole half basically being played when the final whistle of the Bayern game was still to play when the final whistle of the Bayern game went. because Benfica won, Boca was out. They knew nothing was to be played for. So, no, it was nonsense. And I hope FIFA reconsiders, if at least for next year, if not for tonight. Because God knows the same stuff will happen during the World Cup next year, because that's summer in the United States and Canada and Mexico, especially the United States. You still have severe weather. Even if it's not tornadic, it's still very derecho capable, lightning filled, which that's the real problem, not the rain itself. Like if you could have I guess there was a tornado warning, they'd still suspend the game, but derecho, they could play. If there was no lightning inside of a derecho, a straight line win event, they would still play. Hate to tell you. Now, tornado, that might be different. But mostly in the summer, nowadays, it's more derechos, the north of the U.S. Either way, severe weather-wise. But it's really lightning. It could still be a general thunderstorm. 7th minute. Funnily enough, no Gold Cup games have been interrupted yet, which that's crazy. It's been all Club World Cup. You would have think there'd at least be one Gold Cup game interrupted, but either way. Yep. Who's Chelsea playing next? Benfica. Speaking of Bayern, Benfica. Yes, the 2013 Europa League final rematch. Let's go. And I think I'll be live for it on Saturday. And it looks like Canada's playing on Sunday. CONCACAF and other places say Canada's playing Sunday. FOTMob still says Saturday for some reason. Last I checked. I wish you the best. What about a World Cup final? I'd watch the World Cup final. Now that's bigger. But here's the thing. Canada, Guatemala wouldn't be playing that day because, nobody plays after the World Cup's over except the team at the World Cup. You didn't see freaking Qatar playing a friendly against some random-ass team who was at the World Cup. So, again, a question that really is a stupid question to ask. But, yes. I mean, I guess sub in Toronto. Like a World Cup final, yeah, I would watch the World Cup final over, yeah. Now, that's something. No matter who's in it. But the UEFA Champions League, yeah. Canada still means more. Because, again, Canada means more to me. Even more than Chelsea. That's just what it is. Yeah, I'm a Chelsea fan, but say it's like Chelsea, Canada still means more to me. Even a friendly against San Marino. I mean, we are friendly FC, so why not watch the win? We are friendly FC, so why not watch the win? 0-0. Toronto's doing enough just to hold the draw so far. Oh, yeah, 2018. Yep. That was qualification, not the actual tournament. Well, arguably qualification is the actual tournament because the tournament's called the World Cup Finals. So technically, you want to split hairs. Like the World Cup goes on for 4 years. Then you have the best 32 or 48 nations at one tournament. So you want to split hairs. 10 minutes in theory, you want to split hairs. That's better if you want to. Fine. Okay, that's funny. Insigne, I don't know. Bernadeschi's hurt. Insigne is on the bench, I should say. He's not totally not playing. Bernadeschi's hurt. How you could be hurt freaking with a 3-week break, I don't understand. Just our physio team, just Toronto things. Our physio team is ass. So bad that our players get injured during a 3-week break. I know they were training, but still. A 3-week break. Who weren't international players? Ha! Ha! What a joke. Exactly. Sofo! Shot save! Sean Johnson with a save. Coelho kicks it out of the box. What a save. Offside, but still an amazing save by Sean Johnson. He said at the start of next year. Yes. Yes. Atlanta, Miami are rivals. Yes. Especially after how that freaking playoff ended. Well, it just actually threw fire on the flames. We aren't losing yet. We aren't losing yet. So, hey, Sean should be happy. Sean should be happy. That's your guy. Well, your former academy guy, I should say. Then he left twice. Well, he left Red Bull and then went to Portland. But you should be happy. Cross in, blocked away. I'm happy when a Toronto player succeeds outside of Toronto. Look at Paul Rothrock. I'm so proud of him. Because I've been saying you'd be a good player the whole damn time. Huh, who would have known? I said Paul Rothrock. I said Paul Rothrock is an amazing player. He left Toronto and he's doing amazingly at Seattle. Huh, who called it? Who called it? Huh, interesting. I mean, I hate that it's for Seattle, but at least he is a Seattle guy. He was born there. But we should have never got rid of him in the first place. Like, for a couple of years when Rothrock was at TFC 2, I'm like, this guy's such a good player. Like, they need to give him a chance. They gave him a little bit of one. And then, well, they let him go. $11 games, 4 goals, 8 shots for Sofo. He is pretty good. Davies is injured. Alfonso is injured. Alfonso's injured. Jonathan and Promise are playing, but those are Davids, not Davies. Yep. It was a big thing. You know, Andrea Pirlo was called a freaking freeloader. Like, do you remember that? They were like, oh, Pirlo doesn't care about playing in MLS. The dude looks like a freeloader. Do you not remember that? That was a whole thing. That was a whole thing. Lampard actually was pretty solid, though. The funny part is that Lampard didn't want to come to NYCFC, and then he went. He played pretty well, though. Pirlo, well, he was a floater. Unless he had a free kick. Then he slotted it. Those were some pretty free kicks. But that's really what you remember about Pirlo at NYCFC, which, I mean, it kind of sucks considering, you know, Italian fan. Like, it was cool to see him in MLS, but he was a floater. I have to say he was a floater. But the problem is I was still like, you know what? No, I remember. I said Javinko would have been awesome. They should have called up Javinko for that playoff against Sweden. People were like, somebody made a take about it. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah, Javinko should have been called up. He would have been amazing. Conte, or it was Ventura at the time. Ventura was wrong for not calling him up. And then Conte said some shit about MLS. Pirlo, on the other hand, I'm like, no, he shouldn't have. He probably would have played better for Italy because he actually cared. But no, I was like, Javinko, sure. Pirlo, no. But they still should have called up Javinko for that playoff against Sweden. Maybe they would have actually made the World Cup. Yep, the check signing gesture, remember? He wanted to be paid. Then he got traded to the Red Bulls, and then the Red Bulls traded him to DC. Let's not forget, the Red Bulls were in the middle of that, by the way. He got traded to the Red Bulls, and then they traded him to DC pretty quick after. Had a couple of games with the Red Bulls, though, and then they traded him, too. But the check signing gesture, Got traded twice that year. A league MVP that got traded twice in 1 year. Lord. Man, that destroyed me, though. I won't even lie. D-Row getting traded destroyed me. Like, I could still root for him on Canada, of course, because he's still... And then he came back for 2014, which was happy moments. Love D-Row. Love him. Amazing player. But, yeah. Uh, 2020. 2020. Just got the MLS 2020 or MLS 25. Yep. And the guy on it, well, he isn't even there anymore. Man, I may be a jinx. Because every jersey I get, the player gets hurt. They're all, well, a couple, most of them are gone. Osorio's still there, but he's washed up because he got hurt. Chara, gone. Akinola, gone. Washed up, then gone. Pozuelo, gone. Like, the only ones that are still are the ones with my name on it. And Bernadeschi's still there. Larea came back. Coelho's still there. Larea got hurt, though. Not last year, though, but he got hurt this year. Yeah, I may be a jinx. I may be. Shot over the bar. He's doing well, but it's a schedule problem. It's a schedule problem. That's why he hasn't been on. I'll leave it at that. But he's doing well. He's doing well. He's healthy. He's healthy. He's doing well. It's just a schedule problem. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. That's why he's not on. It's just a schedule problem. He's here. He's healthy. He's doing fine. It's a schedule problem. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Playing forward. I mean, at some point they will. It's going to happen soon. I don't know how soon, but it'll happen. It'll happen. Same. Mr. Baseball with Tom Selleck. Love it. Hard to find, though, if you don't have MLB Network, which sucks. You can't watch it for free anywhere. Lewis Morgan. Shot. Save. Rebound. Sofo. Goal. Goal for Red Bull. Mohamed Sofo. 1-0. Pops in the rebound. That was horrible. Well, there you go. 1-0 Red Bull. Yep, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised one bit. 1-0. Every MLS jersey that year had the same pattern, just different colors, like the 3 stripes. Morgan, saved by Johnson, and then Sofo's right there. Jesus, man. What a joke. Yep, that was... Defense is so slow. They at least lasted 20 minutes. Yeah, that's longer than normal. Hi-oh! Hi-oh! I saw it coming. Everybody saw it coming. We suck. Mohamed Sofo scores the rebound. I had no expectations today, so call the pirate. Mohamed Sofo. 0-1, settle uno. Well, there you go. I had no expectations. Well, didn't you come in after they scored? And it was a double as well, by the way. It was a Copa America MLS double instead of a Club World Cup. But the game after Toronto Red Bull, well, at least was supposed to be, was the second part of the double started late on during the Toronto game. It's very similar, except they're actually in Toronto this time. But, yeah, very similar, all things considered. Yeah. It's not good with your best player's your goalie. I agree with that. Mob says 4-3-3. Mob says 4-3-3. I say the Donald Trump special because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what. The joke is Donald Trump said they don't know what the. I expected them to choke. I had no expectations at all except they would choke. I'm very peaceful. We didn't play for 3 damn weeks. And I knew what was coming. I'm happy. I didn't have to watch this shit team for 3 weeks. And now, I watch them again, but I know what's coming. Call the pirate. Call the pirate. Cool. Oh, you went to Fanatics Fest. Cool. Did you see John Cena? Did you see John Cena? You should have told me. Bogosh coming on for Lewis Morgan. Not that it matters. We still suck. Did you see John Cena? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. You can't see him. Shit, you should have told me. Should have given him my regards. Oh, wait. You can't see him. What year do you think TFC will make the playoffs? Well, that depends. On the current course they're on now, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. There's only one course where we could quickly make the playoffs. I don't even know if it's 1 year. On the current course we're on, I have no idea. If this is the way it is, I have no idea. Zero, zilch, nada. They won't figure it out. It would take a damn miracle. Well, okay. To be clear, though, we do have Alonso Coelho. We only need 10 players, you know? We only need 10 new players. Or 10 new starters. We have Alonso Coelho. Actually, we have Zane Monlouis, so that's 9. Kevin Long's a bit old. Ralsted sucks ass. Petretta could go, but Lorea ain't even here, so Gomes is also hurt. Gomes should be a starter. So, really, 3 of the back 4, if we could play Monlouis, Lorea, Gomes, and yeah, we probably still need somebody at the back to fill out that 4 spot. We need a new goalie. I think Sean, he's not fit for the window. Let's put it like that. He's good, but Gavron's just as good, and he's not fit for the window. So, but we have Gavron, so sure. So we don't really need a new starter, but he's on the team. Either way, Gavron, so that's 4. 5. We only really need 6 new players, starters-wise. On our actual 11, we only need 6. It's not as bad as you think. Oh, Davy Flores, actually 5. Actually 5. TFC have 0 flair. Spicer playing? No. Hell, I don't even know if he's on the bench. Hold on. No, he's still coming back from Trinidad. They just played what? Sunday? He could have played today, but you know what? Let him have a little bit of a break. We aren't that good. What if you were manager? I'd be like, you're going to play at least 30 minutes. Are you good? Are you healthy? You didn't get hurt? Okay, you're playing 30 minutes. Come back. Take a flight back. Break down with your national team. Take a flight back. You're playing 30 minutes on Wednesday. Because you're too damn good to not play. You're coming back. So I would have done it differently than Robin Fraser. But either way. Well, we also have Tyrese Spicer as well. So I don't think we really have to change as many players as you think. Not all 11. Maybe like 5 or 6. And maybe replace a couple people on the bench. So out of a 23-man roster, 10, 12. I think they got to be more well-drilled for sure. Get rid of Insigne. Oh, for sure. I don't know why they punked out. Frankly, I don't even know why they punked out, you know? Yeah, we're screwed. We do need a new striker, though. Lol. I don't think TFC scout anywhere. No, they don't. I scout more than they do. Like, I think with all the games I've watched, I think I scout more than they do. Mostly Central America, the Caribbean, but I think I'm a better scout than they have. Would it pay off? I don't know. But I'm just saying. And also the CPL. I think I'm a better scout than the club. And normally when I say a player's good, they're good. Look at Davy Flores. I said he should have been playing for Toronto way before he even got there. Like, I was happy when John Herdman made that signing. That's one I would have made. I always thought Davy Flores, and he is good. So, you know, right there, boom. See, that's why I think I'm a better scout than anybody, their scouting department, myself. Oh, he is on the bench. Okay, my bad. I overread his name. He is on the bench. Okay, play him for 30 minutes. Unless we're down like 3. Hell, play him the whole second half. Play him the whole second half, actually. Replace Etienne for him. Speaking of, why the hell did Etienne not get called up for Haiti? Like, I'm shocked he didn't. Because he didn't. Like, Etienne didn't get called up at all for Haiti. He's not that old. And they really, if you're playing in MLS, I mean, you're going to get called up by Haiti. Corbianu. And he got tackled out for a throw. So he is on the bench. My bad, I overread his name. Honestly, that's what he's useful for at this point. Enjoy. I wonder what his preferred drink is. Well, it's called We Have 2 DPs already. We chose 2 DPs for U22s. And we are very much strapped up against the cap. And we have shit contracts that we can't get rid of. Whether they're not well drilled or not. Some of the shittiest players on this team either are DPs we can't get rid of, or they're high TAM contracts that strap us up to the cap that we can't get rid of. You can only buy out 1 player a year, and I think it still counts against the cap at this point. So they would still be a DP spot. Like, we have to get rid of them. Like, the offseason doesn't count against the cap. Now it does. Playing forward. Petretta. Cross to the top of the box. Shot over the bar by Maxi Dominguez. So, yeah, there's that. They'd be better than Undercraft, which is sad, but yep. And he was right there, and they let him go to Croatia. At least he's playing for Canada. By the way, speaking of, guess what? I just heard news that he's going to Atalanta. or at least a rumor that Atalanta wants him. Huh, what do you know? Huh, what do you know? Playing forward. You know what? Yeah, Owusu is better than the strikers we have. Like, DeAndre Kerr's hurt, and playing forward, Toronto. Honestly, I don't blame him either. Like, we ran him out of town thinking we could get a better striker. Turns out Bryn Hilton's a damn just as bad. And DeAndre Kerr is on the bench finally. Thank God. Actually, my bad. He is on the bench. Honestly, bring him on. Playing forward. Etienne loses the ball. Okay, maybe I see why Haiti didn't call him up. Double agent. The spy is a double agent. What? The spy is a double agent. Yep. Again, just like me. You see how good a player is. You say, hey, maybe this player would be good to have on our team. I'm just saying. The spy is a double agent. Gentlemen. Gentlemen. The spy. Gentlemen. Gentlemen. The MLS team roster for the MLS All-Star game. We got Dane St. Clair, Brad Stuver, Yohei Takaoka, Jordi Alba, Max Arfston, Tristan Blackman, Michael Boxall, Alex Freeman, Jakob Glesnes, Andy Nahar, Miles Robinson. We have Sebastian Berhalter, David DaCosta, Evander. Oh, hey, look, they can play together. Diego Luna, Jeppe Tverskov, Philip from the Chicago Fire. No Toronto players, which, you know what, fair enough. Patrick Ajimong, Ty Baribo, Denny Bawanga, that might not matter. Anders Dreyer, Chucky Lozano. You sure you want to do that? 34th minute. Jason Russell Rowe just scored. Oh, what do you know? The guy who was in Toronto's academy before he went to college just scored. What do you know? What do you know? Huh. Ain't that something? The guy we could have kept. What do you know? Ain't that funny? Yes. Yes, I do. I'll watch them till Lionel Messi, Diego Rossi, Brandon Vasquez, Brian Watt. Yep. "35th minute. Nil 1. Playing forward. Here comes Bogusz. Bogosh. Either way, saved. I mean, good for them, I guess. Good for them, I guess. Cool. I don't know. Cool. Cross in corner for the Red Bulls, 37th minute. Header over the bar. Playing forward. Well, yeah, I mean, they should. 38th minute. Which Liga MX players would you sign for TFC? Well, Paradella, of course. I'm good with that. Zendejas. I think Zendejas would be good for us. Center back wise, I know Montes doesn't play Liga MX anymore, but Russia's MLS is better than Russia. Montes from Russia. Probably the Kevin Long replacement. That'd be good. Mexican player who used to play Liga MX, but MLS is better than Russia. So Montes. If we had to get rid of Larea, Mateo Chavez, awesome player. At least Montiel's going to Europe, so can't do that. But Coelho's good enough, so it's fine. It's fine. Striker-wise, Herman Berterame. I mean, Portland almost got him. So, Ibanez, Berterame. I mean, Mateusz Bogusz, I mean, it'd be nice to see him back in MLS, Diego Rossi style. Sepulveda. Cozy Thompson looks like he's about to come on. Zane Monlouise looking to come out injured. Great. Dude just can't catch a break, can he? Man can't catch a break. Jesus. Ay. Cozy Thompson for Zane Monlouise. Jesus. Yep, it will be a sub. And he's getting carried off, so yep, it's going to be a while. What do you know? Here we go again. What do you know? Here we go again. What do you know? Oh, geez, man. I hate it so much for him. The physios of this team. I would legit freaking absolutely fire the lot of them. I would fire the lot of them. If I was the manager, you're gone. Every single one of you every one of you. You're gone. Gone. G-O-N-E, gone. I'm replacing all of you. Like, what is the problem with this team? It's like, hey, you know what? You know, we should keep the physios even though we've gotten rid of everything else. Like, seems to me the physios are a really big problem we need to deal with if we're rebuilding the club. Like, this is just fire them all. Fire them all. Fire them all. And replace them for people who actually, well, I don't know. Look at the lineups for Urawa versus Monterrey. They're not out yet on FUTMob. Hold on, let me reload it. Oh, they are. No, actually, wait, preview. Okay, no, they are. Okay. Shisuku Nishikawa. Takehiro Sakine. Davilo Boca. Marius Hobrighton. Yoichi Nagamura. Samuel Gustafson. Kaito Yasui. Yeah. Kaito Yasui. Ryoma Watanabe. Matteo Savio. Takuro Kaneko. Yusuke Matsuo. Esteban Andrada. Ricardo Chavez. John Medina. Sergio Ramos. Luis Reyes. Fidel Ambris. Nelson de Osa. Jose Alvarado. Oliver Torres. Jesus Corona. Herman Berterame. 43rd minute. Those are the lineups for those two teams. Curacao has a population of 150,000. Toronto's 5 million. Couldn't catch Curacao talent. Well, let's just be real. The Curaçaoan team is all players who are part of a diaspora, but go ahead. Playing forward. Good point, but I guarantee you most of those players did not come from the island itself. It's not a real, what's the word? It's not a real, what's the word? Light of what it looks like. I think most of them are Netherlands who have Curaçaoan blood, but either way. Well, what do you know? TFC players should stick to their day jobs. The bad news, they don't have them. The bad news, they don't have them. Yeah. Speaking of players, corner, 45th minute, Coelho to take. Cross in. I think we got the wrong player from there. Cross in. Header. Goal! Oh, no. Went side netting. No. No. Side netting. Speaking of, I think we may have got the wrong player from there. I think Toronto got the wrong player from there. Wow. Ball crossed in. Thompson with a header just past the post. Side netting. Good idea. Bad execution. Six minutes of stoppage time. How we doing, William? '64th minute. Let's see if the Blue Jays, how they're doing. Playing forward, 47th minute. Playing forward. '48th minute. Boca Juniors fans are still crying, making excuses. 48th minute. '48th minute. I mean, no, not really. Like, I don't think that attitude happens in American MLS or the USMNT. Now, I mean, other American sports, yeah, it does, but we're not talking about that, are we? We're not talking about that, are we? Like, American sports-wise, yeah, no, that they make excuses. They cry about it. God knows I have for the Patriots. God knows I have for the Leafs. Shot for Etienne over the bar. Of course he did. Jesus Christ. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, God knows I have. But, hell, Mississippi State, God knows I have. Either way, which World Cup quarterfinal game is the easiest? Well, we don't even know the World Cup quarterfinals for the actual World Cup. And the Club World Cup, we still got the round of 16 to play. Ask me that question next week. Ask me that question next week or next year, this time next year. Either way, depending on what you want. Ask me that question in 53 weeks or in 1 week, depending on what answer you want. Which Gold Cup quarterfinal? Mexico, Saudi Arabia. I think Mexico, Saudi Arabia is the easiest. Let's be real. 49th minute. I think that's the easiest. I don't think Canada, Guatemala is going to be as easy as it should be. I don't think USA, Costa Rica is going to be easy at all. And Panama, Honduras. Okay, no, Panama, Honduras. It depends, but that side of the bracket. I still think Honduras is a little bit better than Saudi Arabia, though. Panama, I don't know if they're better than Mexico. Probably not. I still think Mexico, Saudi Arabia. I still think Mexico's better than this Saudi Arabia by far. I don't think Panama's as much better against Honduras as Mexico is to Saudi Arabia, this Saudi Arabia. So, over the top, Brent Hildson. Nope. Didn't even try. Hey, Dallas picked Cooper Flag. What do you know? From Duke. What do you know? Alexi Gutierrez is going to America. Well, there you go. What about Panama? Well, I just answered that, so boom. Confirmed. I should say confirmed. 51st minute. Man, are we trash. 1-0 Red Bulls. I can't believe it's more, or not more, I should say. Should be more. And it's halftime. 1-0 Red Bull. Or 0-1, I should say. A half of this game, the full game of the Urawa versus Monterrey. We covered that. Talked about their starting 11s. And we'll be back. We'll talk about it again before it starts. Not good enough. 1-0 Red Bull. Not that I'm surprised, but, you know. I mean, it pretty much is, though. Like, the Bruins' new jerseys are pretty much the jerseys they wore 2 years ago. What's the difference? At least the Bruins changed their jerseys back to the classic ones, though. Oh, the arm strapping on the black jersey. Okay. With that being said, short break. We'll talk about the stats of the half. Get this one going. Sit tight. 1-0 Red Bull. Sit tight. We'll be back. Back for the stats at the half. Does Monterrey win? I say yes. But we'll find out when that starts. We have 20-something minutes to the beginning of that game. We have, at the half of the Toronto game, 46% possession to 54% possession, 6 shots to 5, 0 shots on goal to 3, 1 big chance to 2, 170 accurate passes, 75% to 225, 83%, 4 fouls to 2, 1 corner to 1, 6 shots to 5, 0 shots on goal to 3. We have 2 block shots to 0. We have 5 shots inside the box to 4, 1 shot outside the box to 1, 226 passes to 271, 75% pass accuracy to 83, 18 throws, 14, 0 offside to 3, 0 yellow cards, 0, 0 red cards, 0, 0-1. It's the same as always. I pretty much can't say anything else, but this is the same as always. This is exactly what a Canada game is, or Toronto game's been for, I don't know, this whole season. This is about the same damn thing. What else can I say? I'm glad that I could do a double review. I barely have anything to say about Toronto. That's the good news. Like, I'll talk about the goals. Talk about the goals. Talk about the stats, and then complain about how bad this team is. With that being said, we'll see how the second half goes. But this game is so damn boring. This is the same damn game it's been every time. Get a couple of forward play chances, defend pretty well, give up a goal. Well, give up a goal, screw up once, give up a goal. Screw up twice, give up a goal. Other than that, I don't know, man. Bernadeschi fell down the list? Huh? What? Like, Insigne is the second highest earner MLS, but Bernadeschi has to be earning more than Busquets and Almiron. He has to be. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. We have 45 more minutes of the Toronto game. It's starting right about now. We'll be live for both 2 games tomorrow. Juventus Man City, which is the only game that matters in that group, tomorrow at 2 o'clock, 1:55. And, of course, we got the Pachuca versus Al Hilal game tomorrow night. So, boom, there it is. Perfect. But we're back for the second half. Toronto plays. I got the Club World Cup game on the other screen, at least for the next 30 minutes or so. Doesn't start till 8. So the actual game itself, give or take, yeah, Monterrey, yep. We want Monterrey to win in this house. I would agree with that. Forza, or Vamos. Forza is Italian. Vamos is either way. Means the same thing. Means the same thing. And we're off the second half of the Toronto game. Still 10-12 12 minutes before the Monterrey game kicks off. So 55, 57. So about 30 minutes of it. Not the whole first half. That's just at the top of the hour. So I'd say, yeah, about 30 minutes of this Toronto game. We'll flip it on right before halftime on the TV of the Monterrey game. We're watching the whole thing, but 2 screens, of course. It'll be on the TV screen about 30 minutes after it actually kicks off. But we got a second half. Here we go. Corner for Red Bull. Cleared. Hmm. Goal kick. '47th minute, playing forward, TFC. Etienne keeps it alive. Cross in. Not where it needed to be. Corbianu cleared. Cozy loses the ball. Cleared, throw in. Throw in. '48th minute. Hope Miami gets curb stomped by PSG, makes Messi quit MLS. Well, it turns out Messi, it sounds like Messi, they're going to announce his extension over the next couple of weeks or something. So he's going to stay, which I'm not too surprised. Cross in. I'm not too surprised. I mean, I felt like a little bit. I felt a little bit like him leaving was overblown. I know he's pissed off, but I felt like it was overblown. Bro. What part of the game is this? What part of the game is this? Huh? Huh? Chris! Playing forward. Cleared away. I'll go back to Coronel. Monterrey win 3-0. I say River Plate wins tonight. So 1-0. cleared away. But the good thing, as long as Monterrey wins, they're probably through. Corner for Toronto. Coelho. Cross in. Header. Falls down. Long. Sends it back wide to Coelho. That was genius. Well, if it works. Header by Corbiano. Goal! 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 Theo Corbiano! Out of nowhere. 1-1. 1-1. 1-1. Header. What a genius play by Long to get it to Corbiano. Cross. Boom. Oh, we'll still draw. Oh, we'll still lose. I know, but let me hope for a while. What a cross by Coelho. Headed through by Rosted. Corbiano. Boom. It's basically where you paint. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's alcohol there. There's a BYOB. Either way, there is alcohol served at the premises. It's like dark and probably wine. Well, it could be wine or it could be something else. I've heard more wine than not, but a little bit of a tipsy paint session with your friends. 52nd minute, 1-1. Pretty much. It's pretty self-explanatory, actually. 1-1. Uno. It's pretty self-explanatory, actually. At least I would think so. Stop the world. What a header, though. Oh, no, they're going to check it. Well, I mean, it's more of a couples thing. I like art. Well, I can't really draw, but I like playing with paints, you know, or coloring, so to speak. I can't really draw, though. They're going to take this thing away. Etienne was offside, wasn't he? Etienne was offside. Of course. Of course. They're going to take it away. Of course. Oh, no, it stood. Thank God. 1-1. It stood. It stood. Woo! They didn't check it. Stood. It's 1-1. Well, I mean, it's not like that game mattered by the time that draw was a thing. Because FIFA's stupid. They played out the other game during the rain delay of the Boca versus Auckland game. So they knew the result by the time they started playing again. They knew the result. They knew that they couldn't get through anyway. I think part of that draw was like, yeah, no, the goalie was really good. I mean, the goalie had his, well, he did give away an away goal or open goal, or own goal, own goal, not an away goal, own goal. But, you know, I gotta say, personally, I mean, the game didn't matter at that point. Like, why not let him have that moment? I mean, you're not going through. I think part of them wanted them to have that moment. Well, it's a paint and sip, not a paint and eat. So maybe they have some like chips or bread, a charcuterie board. Who knows? Maybe. Some of the more high-class ones do, from what I've heard. I've never been to one either. I don't think... I've never been to one either. I'd give it a chance, though. I mean, it's a birthday party. Hey, I mean, if they put out a charcuterie board, you know, it's not the way I would spend a birthday, but Atlanta are trash. It's not the way I'd spend a birthday party, but normally I don't even have a party. I just go to the melting pot. Get myself some spinach and artichoke dip, you know, and the chocolate and the meat. And teams are walking out the Monterrey Urawa game. I mean, they have. I ain't judging. I ain't judging. Sounds. You know, pain and sip sounds better to me than, you know, for a birthday party than, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like a paint sip birthday party that you're there for doesn't sounds better to me than a club, you know? So, I mean, oh, it's a friend. Okay, I was about to say 2-0 down to Orlando at home as well. Teams have walked out. Urawa wearing red, of course. Monterrey wearing their white and blue. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It was going to happen at least after the second. Do you know what FIFA does? They love expanding things under Infantino. More money. More money. Perfect for that egghead. More money. Perfect for the egghead. You know, the egghead wants money. Did Sergio Ramos shave his head even more than he normally does? What the hell, man? He got a bad trim. I don't give a shit. That's bad. I don't give a shit. That was a bad trim. 57th minute. Buddy, that's a bad trim. I don't care. I don't care. It's a bad trim. Cooked. Starting 11 for Urawa. In goal, Nishikawa, Naganuma, Hoibraten, Boza, Gustafsson, Yasui, Watanabe, Savio, Kaneko, Matsuo. And we missed Sakine. Starting 11 for Monterrey, Andrada, Reyes, Ramos, Medina, Chavez, Ambris, De Osa, Torres. Oh, yeah, he did go to Monterrey. Alvarado, Bertarame, Corona, Lamau. I don't know. Oh, I'm surprised. You know, I'm not. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm just glad they scored. Lamau. '58th minute. Corner. I'm just glad they have a draw, but they have a corner against them. Let's see what happens. Toronto plays Portland, June 28th in Toronto. Here, Ajax wants Elias Montiel. No, I didn't hear that. But so I guess he won't go to Oviedo then? I don't know. I guess he won't go to Oviedo. Sergio Ramos will always have aura, even with a bad hairline. It's not a bad hairline. It's the cut. I don't know what he was doing. Like, I could have sworn the game he just played was even different. Like, he just got the haircut. Like, the dude just freaking has, like, a bald. Like, he didn't even fade it. He's, like, bald. Like, right here. Like, he just shaved the shit. Forgot to fade. He shaved the shit. Dude, he shaved that shit. Corner, 60th minute. He shaved that shit. Like, he has hair here. It's like a giant mohawk. And by that, a faux hawk's the one that's, like, stuck up. Like a mohawk's just, like, either way. He shaved that. Okay, so I normally wear a hat, first of all. Second of all, hasn't hurt me. So, what do you want to do? And we're off the Monterrey Urawa game. We're off. Hasn't hurt me. Hasn't affected me badly. 15 seconds. Yep. Name sounds familiar. I can't place it, but name sounds familiar. June Lockhart. I know that name. I'm not going to guess because I'll make an ass out of myself, but that feels like a TCM. That feels like a Turner Classic Movies star. Playing forward. Toronto! Wide. That feels like it, but maybe it is. Playing forward. I used to watch a lot of those Turner Classic Movies. Not because of my own. Well, my Nana loved them. I miss her, but either way. And it never feels right, I'll say. I'll say this. And Goma coming on for Red Bull. They're making 2 subs. It never, I'll tell you this. When you lose somebody in your family that you love or in general, when they pass away, it never feels the same. Even though you get used to it, it never feels the same. I just brought up this point. It's been 6 years and I'm still, with Nana, of course, she being gone. It's been 6 years and it still doesn't feel right. You know, I mean, I know what happened. I've accepted it, but it still doesn't feel real. You know, it still doesn't feel right. It never does. Like it never does. And I made this point earlier, not on stream, but I made that point earlier. It never feels right. You'll never get used to it. Even if you accept it, you'll never get used to it. 0-0, 2 minutes in for them. Lost in space. Well, I think they showed that on TCM. So close enough. Well, I mean, if you call it a pirate, the season ain't over. But they won't do that. So, hey, if we could win like 17 games in a row, you know, or at least 15 of 17, maybe, you know, maybe it's not over. Maybe it's not over. I'm just saying. I'll say. But yeah, no, it never feels real. Like when you lose somebody that you love in your family or in general, whether you know it's bound to happen or not, it never feels real. What the hell are you doing? Clear it. Well, at least it's a goal kick. 63rd minute. Sorry for your loss, even though it was 12 years ago. Still sorry for your loss. I know it's, I mean, 12 years is kind of a crazy time to say that, but since you brought it up. 64th minute. Went to soccer games in Toronto religiously since the 1960s. Awesome. There's not really many Urawa fans there, but watch River Plate and Inter draw 2-2 by chance. Well, as long as Monterrey wins. Oh, that's when Monterrey gets eliminated. Got it. Corner for Urawa. Yeah, I forgot about that. Drop ball. Toronto has a 1-1 draw. It's the TFC game on TSN. I have no idea. I don't think I saw them say TSN on the MLS post, so no. Besides, who would be calling the game? Who would be calling the game? Because, I mean, Luke Wildman and Stephen Caldwell were calling the frickin' Canada game last night, so. Damn, Damn it. I know who I'm thinking about. Damn it. TSN guy, husky voice, does multiple sports. Like CFL. Or did he retire? Either way, husky voice. I know who I'm thinking about. I just can't place the name. Always goal. For who? 5-0 or 5 minutes. 0-0. Cincinnati, Montreal's on TSN, of course. Who's calling it, though? Vic Router. Vic Router, yeah. Yeah, Vic Router. There we go. Man, I know Luke Wildman's awesome, but I know he's probably retired now, but I will say, I mean, when Vic Router showed up, I enjoyed his call. Very rare, so it's not like, it felt like a treat, even though, like, he was a good replacement for Luke Wildman whenever they had to, like at the World Cup or other things. Of course. It was like, there we go. But, of course, for what? But, yeah. I like the way Vic Router called games. He's no Luke Wildman, but he's got a different style. But I like the way he called games. Called. Could have sworn he retired like when the season pass debacle happened. But either way, playing forward. '67th minute. Awesome. Todd Harvey from San Jose? No. That name doesn't sound familiar. I wasn't either paying attention. Like, I barely watch games, San Jose stream, because I don't care about the Sharks. I think, and I always try to watch the games for Toronto with a Toronto stream, TSN or Sportsnet. I mean, I'm sure he's still better than... Well, that's true. Craig Simpson. Yeah, Craig Simpson, I think. Modric to AC Milan. Here we go. Yep. Good for AC Milan. Free kick for Urawa, 0-0. You know, for me, I do think the Sportsnet announcers for Toronto suck. They suck. It's like they don't want to be positive towards the Leafs, you know? TSN, I think TSN's call Leafs games is fine, but Sportsnet, no. No. It's bad. Like, it's going to be sad when Joe Bowen retires, because then there's no Leafs announcers that are, well, we don't know who's going to replace him, but nobody's Joe Bowen. No, nobody's Joe Bowen. Nobody. I hope they win the cup for him. Win the cup for Joe Bowen. Come on. You got to do it. I mean, you can't not. They won't, but come on. Try. Try. Coelho, corner. You know what? I love that, like, MLS, like that Onside documentary is made by the same people who made Drive to Survive. Let me tell you. Wide by Kevin Longheader. If I was a manager in MLS, I'd go full Christian Horner. I'd be the Christian Horner of that show. Of Onside. I'd be the Christian Horner of Onside. Boy, you don't even know. It'd be amazing. It would be amazing. It's gone soft. Hockey, media, hockey in general. It's kind of gone soft. To the point where people are pissed off. You know, I'll agree with that, but either way. I mean, we knew where, let's be real, we knew where hockey media was going when Don Cherry got, shit canned. The shoe fits, unfortunately. Cross in. Cleared away. I think that Florida series, that was close. I think you've been the cause of it sometimes. You've pissed me off a good couple of times. Am I sorry? Not really. No. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not really. No, I'm not. I'm not. 71st minute. It's because the crowd had to be quiet. Either way. Save. Top scorer, Liga MX history. It's not anybody recent. The closest I'd say is Gignac, if anybody of like the now. Suazo did he play there for long enough? Campos is more of a goalie. Hugo Sanchez. Hugo Sanchez trying to. How long was he? Hugo Sanchez might be. That might be a good pick. That might be a good call. 72nd minute. Elias Montiel. Okay, so. Yeah, I have no idea. I'll be real. I have no idea. Twelfth minute. I don't think Hugo was even close. Yeah, if it ain't him. I wish that could be true. There's only one way to make that true. There's only one way to make that true. Yep. But I will say, like, I've seen some recent videos of Don Cherry because the Toronto Sun has interviewed him. Dude looks every day of 91. Cavallini. That would shock me if that was true. Probably the highest scoring Canadian for sure. Now, yeah, he has that. That's true. 0-0 between Urawa and Monterrey. Back and forth so far. But always had their moments. Now, that's not good news for Monterrey. They got to win this game. 74th minute. Goal TFC, I wish. Yeah. He's not good enough for the national team. I wouldn't say I hate him. I just think he doesn't. He never played well for the national team when they actually were good against good. He's like the Canadian Jesus Ferreira. Actually, that's actually a perfect comparison. He's the Canadian Jesus Ferreira. Like, yeah, no, he was a big part of like the first half of the World Cup qualifying cycle under Herdman. Yeah, because he was pulling a Jesus Ferreira. That man freaking scored goal after goal after goal against minnows. But he did score a penalty against Japan, but that was a penalty. But either way, I mean, he was like Laren. He was in the Laren position. And now Laren's in where Cavallini was. He had his moments, but his best moments were before Canada was good. And you could say that, yeah, he had a really good run during the first half of that World Cup qualifier. True. I wouldn't say I hate him, but I called it for what it is. Against actual good teams, for Canada, after June 2021, he couldn't score. I called it for what it is. I don't think he played well under Marsh either, so. But I think that ship sailed. So, either way. Marcel Ruiz. I mean, he's a good player, but what'd I say about him? I didn't say anything about him. 1532. Nil. 0-0. I didn't say anything. Substitution. Oh, DeAndre Kerr's coming on. Yay. And Tyrese Spicer. Let's get a winning goal. Come on. Let's get a winning goal. Borgetti, Santos Laguna. Yep. Hey, those kids are going to freaking respect him. Those kids are going to be over the moon when they realize they have his PE class. They are going to be absolutely happy about that. He's going to be the coolest teacher around. Corner. That's the Corbianu. No, that's the long header wide. Man, they're going to love that guy. He's going to be the coolest teacher around. He's going to be the coolest teacher around. But I was doing well, I got to say. Substitution for Red Bull. Jangar for Bogusz. Dude got subbed on and then taken off. 77th minute. That's something, man. That's got to suck. We're going to sub you off. Pull him. It's like, that's got to suck. Being subbed on and subbed off in the same game. Oh, TFC 2-1. Let's go. Colin Murray Boyles is who the Raptors picked. From South Carolina. Well, okay. I don't know. I'm confused. Playing forward. Etienne Jr. Lol. I mean, technically, wouldn't you get a penalty for fighting? Like, in theory, though, wouldn't the fight get the penalty? In theory? Like, playing forward. Urawa. They're playing slightly well. Like, they're not afraid. Chip through, past the post, past Andrada. Oh, by the way, they started Andrada, Monterrey did. Playing forward, Spicer. 12 minutes plus stoppage time to get the leading goal. And Toronto's trying to. Playing at the Rose Bowl once again, Monterrey. Magic Beans. That's not what I was asking for. You know what? Now that Derek White trade looks so much better. Like, the Derek White offer sounds so much better now. Some random dude from South Carolina. Wasn't Mississippi State better than them in the regular season? I could have sworn State was better than them. We're going to pick some random dude from the SEC. Why not pick from Mississippi State? I'd buy that jersey quickly. Honestly, Urawa's been solid. They've surprised me a bit. I won't lie. J-League clubs are good. And I watch the J-League. But compared to CONCACAF, this ain't the first time I've seen a J-League team beat a Liga MX team. It ain't the first time. Could be the third. Well, they're not winning yet, but wouldn't surprise me if they take the lead. I thought Monterrey was better than that Chivas team and better than that León team. I expected better out of Monterrey. Lazar Stefanovic coming on for Rolstead, good. Hold the draw at the very least. It's like, I expected better out of Monterrey. Yeah. Just like I watched Sasuke. I have a very big respect for the culture of Japan and a love for Japan. As I said, my mom lived there for 4 years when she was in high school. So it's not like I'm a damn otaku. Like it comes from a good place. As you could tell, I didn't sound like a gaijin when I speak the language. My pronunciation is pretty good. There's a reason for that. Cool. There's a reason for that. Cross in. Oh, clear it! I agree with you on the first one, not the second one, though. I also agree with you on Atlas as well. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. 0-0, settle. Miami? I can't say how I really feel about Miami. See, the cool thing, like, speaking of also, like, being the Christian Horner of Onside, the MLS documentary, if I was a manager, I could be honest how I feel about Miami. I can't do that right now because Messi mania, right? I can't be honest about how I feel about Miami. I can't. I wish I could say how I feel about them, but I can't. So I can't disagree with you. And it's not positive. It's not positive at all. Like, I'll tell you how I feel. Like, I can't tell you how I feel about Miami, truly feel about Miami, but it's not positive at all. But I have to fake it. I have to fake being nice to them because, Messi mania, I have to fake being nice to them. I don't want to. I want to call them for what they are, but I can't. Urawa shot wide off the stanchion. Those do sound pretty good. Spicy tuna. Yeah, but I agree. I'm not really a fan. I mean, spicy tuna. It's just I don't really like spicy stuff. Sofo's off. It depends on how spicy it is. If it's like a little bit of a kick, I could do it. If it's like hot, no. I ain't my dad. I can handle a little bit of spice. A okay bit of spice. But if it's like hot, no. Like I can handle a little bit. I'm not a lightweight. Well, okay. Maybe. I would okay, no. I would be suffering on hot ones about no. I'd be suffering. I love ramen, but I'd be suffering. Now that hot and spicy or whatever they were advertising on WWE, no, I'd be suffering. I ain't no lightweight, but I'd be suffering there. So, no. For my own sake, no. Safe. I just had to freaking endure most of a day without air conditioning and 90-degree heat. 90-plus degree heat. It's fixed now. You can see I'm not sweating. It's fixed now. Save. But no, I'm not. Well, but still. I don't. Either way, 3 Tijuana players. Cavallini's there, right? Cavallini. Reynoso went there. Emmanuel Reynoso went there. And I know they went there. They may not be there anymore. Didn't Boza go there? Shamar? Jamaican, didn't he go there? Headed away. I know he went to Mexico. Didn't he go there? So, yeah, my answer is Cavallini, Shamar from Jamaica, and Emmanuel Reynoso. 2 of them might have already left, but I knew they were there for a while. Last time I checked, they were there. I know Juan Carlos Osorio got fired. Wide. I know he got fired. I know he was there. Oh, Cavallini was public. Oh, didn't he? Oh, was he at Jolo's before he went to Vancouver? I could have sworn he was there at some point. I still think of that. Oh yeah, he left Vancouver to go to Puebla. I think I got it reversed. My bad. Either way, I thought he was there at least. Okay, so maybe I'm getting it reversed. Henry's on for TFC. Etienne Jr. I swore he played there though. I'm just going to blame that on the fact we had no AC for a damn near whole day. I'm just going to blame it on that. But then again, if Shamar is there, yeah, Cavallini shouldn't be. Yeah, well, that's my first clue. 87th minute. J-League clubs are good, about the same level as MLS clubs. I've seen the J-League now and then. Yeah, but in theory, they should still clear away. In theory, Monterrey should still be winning this game. In theory. Jolos, Puebla, and Vancouver. Okay, so he did play there. At least give me that. I could have sworn Emmanuel Reynoso went from Minnesota to Jolos. He may have went AWOL from there, too. I don't know. Because that man goes AWOL. Playing forward. He's been in Puebla for the most years. Yeah. I got it confused. I flipped it. My bad. For some reason, I remember him being at Jolos. Like, I know he's at Puebla, but I still look at him as a Jolos. Like, how do I put this? Like, you know, like the right jersey? You know, like those, like, right jersey, right team thing? I don't know. Tell me a current player. Well, again, I said Shamar, Jamaican player, Boza. He plays for Tijuana, or at least did last season. And Emmanuel Reynoso, he might have went AWOL like he always does. I could have sworn he went there, though, at least over the last year. After the last time he went AWOL, but he might have went AWOL again and just went back to Argentina. So if they don't play there, I'm shit out of luck. 89th minute. We'll find out who's playing there at Leagues Cup. So he went AWOL. Okay. Last time I checked, he was playing there. Then he went AWOL again. Okay. He went AWOL again. 89th minute. Two more current players. Okay, so Shamar does play there. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't. Other than Shamar, out for a throw. Shamar still plays there. Monterrey scored 1-0. Monterrey has scored 1-0. De Osa. It looks like it's a De Osa goal. 30 minutes in. 90 minutes of stoppage, or 90 minutes through, 7 minutes of stoppage time. What a shot! Oh! Oh! Shit, man. Banger! That keeper had no chance. Nelson de Osa. Dear God, knuckles over the keeper's shoulder. What a placement. Reynoso's Talleres. Okay, so yeah, that's what I said. He went back to Argentina. He went AWOL. Talleres, yeah. I said last time I checked, he must have went AWOL very recently. 91st minute. Nelson de Oso with a goal for Monterrey. 0-1, 0-1, Rayados, Nelson de Osa. What a goal, too. Dear God, what a goal. Let's go. One more goal to go. If you're winning, you're good enough. Well, for now, at least. Let me check. As of now, you're good enough. As of now, it's good enough. Second place. Huh? As of now, it's good enough. So 0-0 in the other game. Yep. 92nd minute. Corner. 5 minutes to go. Throw in. Long throw in for the Red Bulls. 1-1 between Toronto and Red Bull. Right now, Yadu. Vamos Monterrey. Yeah. Because we barely even talk about them. They're honestly. When it comes down to it, we barely talk about them. Hey, but I know Juan Carlos Osorio got fired. So. I know Juan Carlos Osorio got fired. So. Yeah, he's gone. I know that. And it's 2-0 Monterrey. 2. Oliver Torres. Wow. And Monterrey finally breaks through. We take first place to play a Brazilian club. Gol de Rayados. Bertarame's happy. Hold on. Let me make sure I don't have this messed up. Playing forward. Bertarame had the ball at the end. Okay, so, yeah, Bertarame with the goal. Torres was part of the play. Bertarame scores. Plays it through and just, yeah, keeper couldn't get it. This is the way it should be. Grande Monterrey. Will that be the second of 5 CONCACAF teams to make it to the next round? The other 3 didn't. Pachuca did not, but we're still going to be live for their game because we want to see if they come out with any pride. Monterrey's representing CONCACAF well. I mean, with the freaking wage bill they have, they should. 95th minute. And they have a better manager than they did what? With the wage bill they have, they better? Who the hell do you think we're talking about here? Over the top, header. Over the bar, 95th minute. Herman Bertarame goal for Monterrey, 34th minute. 0-2. 2-0, Monterrey. Well, I'm saying they should be. I mean, they did have a really good game against 2 really big clubs, but draws, but still. Still, though, well, at least I could get the use out of the Brazil t-shirt I have when the knockout stage comes around. Maybe not the Argentina jersey, but I could at least get use out of the Brazil shirt I have that you probably forgot that I have. It was only, what, $15 at Ross? Looks like the jersey. Pretty cool. Boca's a joke. River could still make it out, though. I mean, I might as well wear the freaking Brazil shirt for the Brazil teams. And like I do the Mexican jersey for the Mexican teams. 36-minute. Or Messi needs to play for Argentina. I don't. 37th minute, over the top. 2-0 Monterrey. Well, that's rare. Most things just get worse and more expensive. I still want to go to KFC, get that F1 meal. Corner for Red Bull. 97th minute. Monterrey tops the group with this result. What? Monterrey would top the group with this result, and River would be eliminated. Huh? Well, ain't that something? But they have a +1 either way. Corner. Last kick of the game, most likely, for the Toronto game. Cross in. Header. Woo. Get the ball out. Get the ball out. What are you doing? Spicer, good steal. Full time. 1-1. I'll take it. 1-1. Toronto contra Red Bull. Max Verstappen. Oh, I don't even like him. What was that? Either way. There we go. We'll take it. 1-1. We'll take it. I will take it. We'll take it. 1-1. Rivers crying at FIFA for some help. $2-0 Monterrey. We'll put it on TV and then we'll... 38th minute. We'll take it. I'll take it. And it's 3-0. Corona. Tecatito. 3-0. This is an ass kicking. See, this is what I'm talking about. Well, I did say 3-0 Monterrey, but I didn't expect it after that first 20 minutes. Tecatito Corona. Tecatito. Tecatito. Playing forward. Ball crossed in, or ball played in. Oh, my. What a chip. A Tecatito chipped that thing. Well, Tecatito's that dude. You know what? I'm sorry for my disrespect, Tecatito. You're better than I thought. You're better than I thought. Tecatito. You're better than I thought. Dome Terran's a genius. Maybe NYCFC should have never let him go. But they won the cup with Ronnie Dyla. Or, no, you had the chance to hire the damn guy when you fired Cushing. Maybe you should have hired him back. I don't know. Just a hunch. Genius play, though. I have no surprises for you. So that is 39th minute for Tecatito. Tecatito scored at the Club World Cup. Bad down the hatches. They just let Tecatito Corona score at the Club World Cup. Bad down the hatches. Lord have mercy. Yes. Yes, he is. I always thought he was a good coach. A really good coach. As I said, NYCFC should have never let him go / should have hired him back when they had the chance. I mean, yeah, Ronnie Dalla won them an MLS Cup, but he would have done it anyway. I don't think you needed to fire him or, well, I think he left of his own volition. Either way. If only Pachuca was like this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the disrespect to Tecatito Corona. Well, Savior, I bow down. I bow down. I bow down to Tecatito Corona. Alvaro Morales was right. Yeah. You know what? Alvaro Morales was right 4 years ago. You are the best player in CONCACAF. Herc should have never walked away from that. Okay, I'm joking. Kind of. I'm kind of joking. No, Alvaro Morales is still a clown, but he's still a clown. 52nd, 42nd minute. He's still a clown, but he's still a clown. But 42nd minute. Playing around the back, Monterrey. TFC points, you add one on. 14 points! Give it up for point 14! Give it up for point 14! Uh... 43rd minute. Wow, save. Give it up for point 14. 13 shots to 8. Honestly, that second half, Toronto and Monterrey. 1 goal conceded for Monterrey is crazy work. Well, at least it was against a team that probably should have. That second half was really good from Toronto. I feel like they deserved a little bit more than a point, but I'll take a point at this point. 48% to 52% possession. $44 minutes. We have 2 streams tomorrow. We have the Juve Man City game. We have the Pachuca Al Hilal game. We'll review that once it's over. Friday, we just have the Club World Cup group stage recap, knockout stage predictions. Saturday, Toronto FC plays, and I think I will be live for the Chelsea game, but just a live for that. Then live for Toronto, live review for that. Sunday, we have the Canada game. Miami. Oh, we're going live for the Miami game at 11. Review the Miami game. Canada game, live review, USA, live. So, there you go. Yeah. Offside. Yellow cards. Corners. All right, boom. 4 minutes of stoppage time. 0-3, 0-3. Ulsan got absolutely cooked. Well, I had them finishing... Wait. Well, I had them getting eliminated, but... Did they finish 4th? Well, either way, I had them getting eliminated. No, Mamelodi Sundowns finished 3rd. Either way. Hold on. Playing forward. 3 minutes to go. Boom. Okay, good. There it is. There's the correct. Had to kind of rush. Dortmund's not very scary. I agree with that. I'd play the Brazilian club than Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund's not that scary. But if Monterrey wins, they would be playing Fluminense. Because right now, because Monterrey's winning the group right now as we speak. Still 0-0 for the River game. Two minutes. Yeah, Monterrey is actually topping the group as we speak. So they would play Fluminense. They would play Fluminense. I thought they'd be playing Dortmund, but they're playing Fluminense at the beginning of the tournament. They'll be playing Fluminense. 45 plus 2. They'll be playing, 3-0. They're topping the group as we speak. How nuts. How absolutely nuts is that? I did not expect that at any point. 2 minutes to go. 4 Brazilian teams advance, straight ballers. I agree with that. The Brazilian teams, I thought they'd play well, but they completely surprised me, which is crazy. Like, the Brazilian teams completely surprised me. Like, I did not expect they play as well as they did. It's the Sergio Ramos effect. That's true. Never sleep on Sergio Ramos. Never. Never sleep on Sergio Ramos. Brasileirão for the win. I agree with that. Brasileirão was a very good league. USMNT is going to play Australia and Denver in October. That'll be interesting, actually. But the USMNT in October is going to be playing in Denver against Australia. 1 minute to go. Just announced. Or reportedly set. But Australia versus USMNT sounds like a really good game. Now, if only Canada could get a game against Japan. Playing forward, 20 seconds. Like, I want another Canada versus Japan game. I do. I sort of win either way. But after that last one, the Moro Biello absolutely screwed up. I'm not sure. This freaking head-to-head shit confuses me. Halftime, 3-0. This head-to-head shit confuses me. Let's be real. 3-0, 0-3. Miro tiempo, Monterrey, líder de la partido. 0-3, 0-3. They started slow, and Urawa started with a good start, looking that they could actually get something done. But in the end, Monterrey, right now, has the lead. 45 more minutes. Double review after these games are over. Monterrey dominating them. I don't understand it. Because +2, and they've actually allowed more goals than River. So I don't get it. I think, doesn't even the real World Cup just use goal difference? I don't know what cocked up, harebrained idea Infantino had, but that made head-to-head the tiebreaker. I guess what? For more upsets, possibly? Like the upsets actually matter? Because I guess the clubs are like less closer than the actual World Cup. I don't know. I don't know what cocked up idea that egghead was thinking. I don't know. That egghead's a fool. The egghead's a fool. I don't care. That man is a fool. Egghead is a fool. Simple. Egghead is a fool. With that being said, just goal differential. And then, of course, the other tiebreakers. With that being said, we'll take a short break, talk about the stats of this half. 3-0 Monterrey, 0-3. We will be back. We'll see what happens. We'll be back. We got 2 streams tomorrow. Then we have a day off. We have a video, but we have an off day of streams. An easy day for once. With that being said, we'll be back. Sit tight. We're back. Oh, yeah, because that was from the first half. Hold on. Good. All right. Stats of the half of the Urawa game. We have 43% possession to 57% possession, 4 shots to 8, 1 shot on goal to 4. We have 181 accurate passes to 267, 84% to 92%, 5 fouls to 4, 3 corners to 1. We have 4 shots to 8, 1 shot off goal to 3, 1 shot on target to 4. We have 215 pass to 290, 84% pass accuracy to 92% pass accuracy, 0 offside to 0, 4 throws to 6, 0 yellows to 0, 0 red cards, 0, 0-3, 0-3 minuto tiempo. Monterrey are kicking their ass. Let's just be real. Monterrey is kicking their ass. Simple. I mean, first 30 minutes or so, first 25 minutes, Urawa had their moments. They put the ball forward. They looked pretty solid that they could challenge Monterrey and have them have a really hard night. But then Monterrey stepped up and said, you thought, we ain't Leon, we ain't Chivas, we ain't Leon 2023, we ain't Chivas, we ain't Chivas 2018. No. This ain't going to be that easy. And then Monterrey just went 3 goals in freaking 10 minutes. Boom, boom, boom. They also Bertarame and Corona. They also with a banger. So lets one rip over the hand of the keeper. Just dips in, like in that space between the shoulder, the hand, like this space. Just dips, boom, and in. Bertarame gets the ball in. He got a hand to it, but it's still rolled in to the far side of the net. Tecatito, an absolute freaking missile by Tecatito as well. So with that being said, Monterrey, they're feeling comfortable, and they're top of the group. They're topping the group as we speak. They're topping the group as we speak. It's just crazy. They're topping the group as we speak. You love to see it. A 0-0 draw at the River game. We're going to see how the second half goes. Nice. You know, I like to hear that. They have a lot of good scores. They have Brandon Ingram, RJ Barrett. The list goes on. They have guys. I feel like I could be somebody that could come in and be a handyman, do the dirty work. Well, you know what? That's a good way to. Yeah, I like the mentality of the kid. Can't wait to watch Summer League. I hope I'm wrong about him. I'll watch him in Summer League because I like Summer League basketball. It's cool. You know, I'll watch. We'll see how he plays at Summer League. Hey, maybe, I don't know if I'll be live for that. We'll find a way. Oh, yeah, NBA TV is on YouTube TV. Cool. I'll see his Summer League games. I will say, like the last couple of years, all the basketball I've been watching is like Summer League. I love watching Toronto Summer League games, even if they suck. It's like, hey, well, these guys look positive. I mean, I like the mentality he has. I like listening, hearing the mentality he has. That's nice. I like the mentality he brings. Yeah, you're getting topped by freaking Monterrey. You should be panicking. You should be. Olympia fans with a Monterrey flag? That's something. Thumbs up. How we doing? Have the Clippers made their pick yet? Speaking of. Man, I've seen Clippers fans crashing out about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I've seen them crashing out. Like, they're pissed at Kawhi, or at least Paul George. I don't know. I mean, it kind of feels cathartic. I won't even lie. I mean, Vince Carter's the GOAT. Simple. Vince Carter's the GOAT. I love Kobe, but it's probably Vince Carter, Kobe, Kawhi for me. And then Lowry and DeRozan, frankly. I know, biased, but I don't care. Biased, but I don't care. It's not that you don't. I'm not saying you don't love Kawhi. I'm saying that the situation that led to Shai being a Thunder player, and y'all haven't won an NBA championship with Kawhi. I mean, it's a bit cathartic considering Kawhi should have stayed in Toronto. I think, honestly, I believe he regrets it at this point. I think he regrets not going to, or staying in Toronto. Larry Bird, Dr. J, Wilt, awesome players as well, but like, a little bit before my time, but I think Larry Bird, Dr. J, Wilt, awesome players. Awesome players. Awesome players. Weird. See if that works better. Looks like it. Memphis Grizzlies on the clock. Same here. I enjoy watching the old school more. But that's life. Good. Substitution, we have Gustafson off, Kaneko off for Santana and Matsumoto. See, the problem is I don't have authentic split football. Probably that Drew Bledsoe jersey. Probably the Drew Bledsoe, Mitchell and Ness jersey I have. Maybe the Tom Brady. If the Tom Brady Bucks jersey was an authentic, it probably would be. I don't have any signed jerseys. Only in my own mind are those Marcus Stroman jerseys valuable. The Messi jersey isn't authentic. I don't know. Probably got I don't know. Playing forward, 45th minute. '46th minute. I'm not sure. Told you the Argentinian league has its problems. Abyss was a very good wrestler. Legend. 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 Yep. Playing forward. Monterrey. Tecatito. Tecatito. Plays it on. Shot. Save. Monterrey almost had 4. Shot blocked. More the league than the national team. Makes sense. Tecatito is playing like his old self. You know what? Yeah. This is the Tecatito is awesome. This is the awesome Tecatito. If only he played like this more. 48th minute. Chivas is definitely having the best transfer window, Liga MX. Oh, look, off-season champions. Puebla signed 5 players. 8 players, my bad, 8. I thought it looked like 5. Is this Porto Tecatito? Yes. Yep. Header saved. Cross in. Header. Falls on the Yankees and Mets finally winning. I mean, there ain't much thoughts on it. Good for them. Weird. Had to deal with some. Trying to see if my charger. I don't know. There we go. Monterrey still topping the group with 3-0. See if that's doing anything. 51st minute. Don't think I've heard that song before. 51st minute. Dude, you got to realize I live under a football painted rock and I love the oldies. And country. Bertarame! Shot wide. Dude, you got to realize. How new is that song? It's got to be after the 2020s, right? 52nd minute. 0-3. Rock and roll oldies. Yeah. I was actually going to put an Elvis song on my playlist, my 365 playlist tonight. So there you go. That's Ye's new song. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I haven't listened to his new music. Kanye's lost his damn mind. You know, it's funny. My mom and dad thought Kanye was nuts for the longest time. Turns out he is nuts. He made Graduation. That he did, but he lost his damn mind. That he did, but he lost his damn mind. I love the old Kanye, but he lost his damn mind. Nah. I like Johnny Cash too. Nuts can be an understatement. "52nd minute. "53rd minute, 0-3. "53rd minute. "0-3. Monterrey they're not even trying to kick their ass anymore. They're just happy they're winning. They could take a 3-0 and walk all the way, well, not even all the way home. They'd probably be going through. One more day of the group stage of the FIFA Club World Cup. Andrade's looks cool. Ramos, no, man. I still don't. Ramos still is like, dude, what the hell are you doing, man? Playing forward. Lautaro Martinez had 3 chances this half already. Well, there you go. Playing forward. Cross in, header. "55th minute. Yeah, no, I can't pull it off either. At least I don't think so. Lautaro is one of the least clinical goal scorers in Europe's top 5 leagues. Maybe he still feels love. Well, actually, let me check where he played. Before I say some dumbass shit. Rossing. Okay, so now he has no love for River. Not Boca level hate, but he probably doesn't have any love for him. Okay. So no, he should be scoring. 56 minute. .56 Washington draft Walter Clayton Jr. from Florida. 58th minute. Ugh. I would agree with that. Same as, honestly, I wish Toronto could buy a Japanese player. Oh. 58th minute. Nil 3, 0-3. Monterrey leads, and now they're just trying to see this game out. They ain't got to do much more but see it out, which that's good news for their sake. Playing forward. Goes down. No penalty. Advantage played. I think I've heard of him. I haven't really watched him, but I think I've heard of Paolo from Tokyo. I know abroad in Japan. Well, I don't know him, but I watch his content. Japan guy. I like his content. There's some really good gaijin YouTubers that live in Japan, of course. Well, you wouldn't be a gaijin. Well, you could still be a gaijin who doesn't live in Japan, but well, if I went to Japan, I'd still make content about it. Either way. 60th minute. I mean, one, he's Korean, but second of all, he's a good player. I was saying I want TFC to have a Japanese player. Son's Korean, but no, I'd be happy if TFC signed him. We need a player like him. I think he would do well in MLS. He's still got a lot to give. But just to be clear, solid player, though. I mean, I think Son's got a lot left to give, so no problem at all. 62nd minute. Yep. But as well, let's just be clear. Urawa's got good support, though. I mean, they're outnumbered, but they have very good support. They have very good support. 62nd minute. Nil 3, 0-3. Recent reports indicate transfers involving players like Daichi Kamada, Yu Hirakawa, Hiroki Ito. Kamada to Palace, Hirakawa to Bristol City, Ito to Bayern Munich. Yes. Japanese fans also cleaned their section of the stadium. It was the coolest thing, seeing how clean they left stadiums at the World Cup. When it comes to the Japanese culture, they're very respectful of anywhere they go. They're just very respectful. And they see cleaning up after themselves, cleaning up the stadium as respect. And I love that. I wish more cultures were like that, or more people were like that, because nowadays that's just not there. Like, I wish more people grew up with that type of respect and that type of, what's the word? Attention to their surroundings. If that's the right word. That's the right word. But do with that what you will. I'm happy about it. I'm happy that they're good. Argentina eliminated from CWC. Right now, no. If I bought any cleats or boots, it would be Mercurials. Mercurials are more of, well, my speed, I'd say. Mercurials are my type of speed. Reyes, Alvarado, and Corona off for Fimbres, De La Rosa, and Arteaga. '66th minute. Playing forward 3-0. 3-0. Playing forward is Monterrey, 67 minutes. Oh, Bogert, Tommy Scoops, Tommy Bogues say Buwanga to America rumors are just rumors for now. 68th minute. Okay. Substitution for '68th minute. All right. 68th minute. Playing forward. Monterrey, blocked away, cleared. And Rivers down 1-0. So, with that being said, both Argentinian teams are on, well, they already were, but both Argentinian teams are on the brink of being eliminated. Monterrey second place versus Borussia Dortmund, and I could see Monterrey winning that match. Yeah. I just hope Jake Paul loses. I hope Jake Paul loses. That would be nice. He won't, but I hope so. '70th minute. He won't, but I hope so. '70th minute substitution. Savio is off for Okubo. Did she win it? Damn. They took it off Zelina for Julia. Damn. Punched away. '71st minute. Blocked away. So, Group E is about to be finished. '72nd minute. We'll review this game. Have a double review once it's over. Playing forward. 72nd minute. All time. Lita, AJ Lee, Paige. Yeah. '73rd minute. Yep. I want Jake Paul to lose. What? Did I say win? It's that damn heat. I'm still dealing, well, not dealing with it, but I'm still recovering. I want Jake Paul to lose. Free kick for Urawa. Boca and River are bad. Well, that sucks. '74th minute. Shot. Free kick went over the bar. They don't admit they're not good enough. Fair. I said I want Jake to lose. I don't want Jake Paul to win. '75th minute. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Water break, 76th minute. Berterame. Let me guess. Does Morales say it? What clown says it? 75th minute. Well, I mean, if it's about football, I win for sure. Association football. I could still win a hockey debate with him. Well, he don't really know hockey. Unless he had PK Subban to help him, but either way. Basketball, he'd probably beat me because he probably would. That's his expertise. NFL, it depends. Politics. I still think I'd win, but the dude might run for president. So, well, I think there's ways I could beat Stephen A. during a debate, and there's ones that I wouldn't beat him on. I thought you talked about Argentina. My bad. The Argentinian League or something. I didn't completely read. Either way. It depends. 78th minute. But 78th minute, playing forwards Monterrey. They've really calmed down this half. They know they have the win. They know they're going to finish second. But unless River Plate gets one back. But other than that, Monterrey over River. Well, did I? I think I did. I think. Yep, I had Monterrey over River. So, what do you know? I called it. Again. Hold on. It is. Oh, they're down a man. It must be a second goal. Esposito, the 72nd. And it's 1-0. Was there a second? 3-0 Monterrey. I agree. They kicked their ass for like 20 minutes, and it was enough. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Sometimes. Well, Panama's a lot closer to the Big Four than they are everybody else as of now. Now, that could just be, hey, that's where they are. But, again, it is what it is. Monterrey is finishing second. '80th minute. Just keep it big 3. Fair enough. Shot cleared away by Urawa. But then again, you also could say, well, Canada earned their spot. Let's be real. They earned their spot. If I was Monterrey, I'd rather play Petro Frios, Dortmund, and Fluminense. Fluminense is beatable, though, as well. I mean, it's not like they're Botafogo or... It's not like they're Botafogo. Do with that what you will. But Dortmund's so terrible. Both of them kind of suck, let's be real. Yes. 82nd minute, 3-0. Both Boca and River, so many red cards. Argentinian clubs have been so dumb this tournament. I mean, shockingly, yeah. Let's see, where did I have? I had River third. Boca, I had them third place. So, no, I had them both out, actually. Coming in, I had them both out. So, do with that what you will. Do with that what you will. 83rd minute. Here comes Bertarame. Bertarame, and that's saved. Almost a fourth. You would have thought it would have been a fourth. Not good enough. Not good enough. Oh, Hagen got hurt for Guatemala. That's not good. Ambriz is off for Cortizo. Bertarame should improve his finishing. Exactly. That does sound pretty good. Carne asada tacos. That sounds amazing right now. Cross in. Orlando City beat the hell out of St. Louis City, by the way. '85th minute. 3-0, 3-0. Yep. Because they are. It's not smart, but they are. 85th minute. Guzman on. 3-0. We have 4 more minutes plus stoppage time. Question is will they give the stoppage time? They think it's Argentinian league. '87th minute. Corner for Monterrey. I mean, this game is pretty much done and dusted. 90 minutes of the River Plate game, still 1-0. Cross in. So this one will be over before. Header. Clear away. Ramos about to get his header goal. He did not. I mean, but, you know, 87th minute. Never mind. I kind of wish he did, but shot wide. 87th minute. England versus Germany is going to be the U21 Euro final. Italy did not do well, as per usual. As per usual. Federico Bernardeschi is the 6th highest paid MLS player. Well, at least that's something. Cristiano is re-signing. Seems like he's re-signing with Al Nassr. Game set. 2-0? No, it's 1-0 still, right? 89th minute. Nope, it is 2-0. Bastoni. 2-0. Bastoni. There it is. Game set match. I just noticed it. Fatma was behind for some reason. Cross in. So, Monterrey, 2nd place. 1 minute plus stoppage time to go with this game. Because they won the World Cup? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know any Argentinians. I don't know why they're Monterrey versus Borussia Dortmund. The funny part is I think Monterrey has a chance. I feel like they have a chance. I feel like they have a chance. I don't know how good it is, but I think they have one. '89th minute, cleared away. It's passion. They die for that club. It's an understatement. And Urawa scores. Urawa gets one late. And it's not offside, or is it? I'm not sure. Is it? Santana? Onside? I can't figure this out. 3-1. 5 minutes of stoppage time. 1-3. They get their goal. A tap in by Santana. Came on at the half and got his goal. Thiago Santana. Taps it in. Way open net. Andrada got caught out hard. Horribly. Urawa scores. But Ramos is talking to the ref. They're going to check it. And here comes Alex complaining about Andrada. His first opportunity of the night. He's going to start complaining about Andrada. You mean one? Or both goals they've conceded during the tournament, I guess. Yeah. They've only allowed one tonight, but Andrada's very bad. There it is. I was waiting for that. It's the first time. If Santi's goal got called back, then this one should be. Oh, the crash out that happens if it isn't. buddy, I'm not looking forward to it. Goal, VAR review, and Santana. I mean, that does seem offside to me. The assist guy is offside. That should be offside. Yusuke is offside. At least I think so. Offside, no goal. Offside. Yep, no goal. Offside. The assist, Yusuke, he was offside before he had the ball and made the assist, so it's offside. That is a good point. Hey, I didn't even write it down. Good job. I don't know. Down to 9 men. Well, the bad news is their game's almost over. That is over now. Montiel 90 plus 5. Out. How long else did they play? There's no events. That's the problem. So it didn't take much longer. 90 plus 5. Red card, and that was it. So there you go. So River's out. Monterrey will be advancing. River players and fans crashing out. Hey, you should be happy to see it, Dylan. You should be happy to see it. Very happy to see it. I feel sorry for Kevin's show. He's a River fan? I know he's an SKC fan, but is he a River fan? 2 more minutes to go. Well, depending on the stoppage time. Will they add on the VAR check? I don't think we really need to, but do with that what you will. Header cleared. I just realized there are no Argentinian teams left. Well, not just realized, but that's crazy. Well, then again, I predicted that to happen, but I kind of felt like the Monterrey prediction could have blown up in my face. Boca, after they drew Benfica and led them, I was like, no, that might blow up in my face too. No. Benfica beat Bayern Munich. I'm happy about it because guess what? Chelsea gets to play Benfica. Yay. We might have a chance to do something worth the damn. I'm shocked, but .509. They're going to play those 2 minutes. Playing forward. Out for a corner. 3-0. 3-0. Monterrey. Damn it. Oh. He's a River fan. He's from Argentina. Honestly, yeah. Well, I'd say Miami had a pretty easy group, all things considered. Pachuca, it should have been easier for them. I thought Salzburg was better than I expected, but it should have still been easier for them. LAFC, I think they screwed it up, but Flamengo was better than I expected. I still thought LAFC would get eliminated, but I thought they put up a better fight. They did not. Shot! Goal! Goal! Berterame! Slides it in! 4-0! Herman Berterame, his second goal of the night. Was it dirty? I don't know. Could it have been a foul? Maybe. Berterame, 4-0. 0-4, Monterrey. Boom. Cross. Berterame slides in, nutmegs the keeper. What'd you say about his finishing? Just checking. 90 plus 7 for Berterame. 97th minute, 0-4, 0-4. Monterrey, second place. Dominantly as well. And that should be full time. And it's full time. Full time, 0-4. Cero a 4. 0-4. Esta noche, Monterrey avanzar de la octavos de final de la Mundial de Clubes. River Plate, Urawa are eliminated. Toronto got a draw tonight, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah. Urawa, Monterrey. What a dominant win. Miami and Monterrey have advanced out of CONCACAF. The two CONCACAF teams to advance to the next round, Monterrey and Miami. Monterrey we expected. Miami we didn't. But you know what? Yep. LA Galaxy or LAFC. Ooh, LAFC didn't make it. Seattle Sounders, we kind of saw that coming. Pachuca, they still need Almada and Idrissi. Oh, speaking of, definitely would love Idrissi to come to Toronto from that earlier question of what Liga MX's players. By the way, Berterame man of the match, I'll agree with that. So, Inter, Milan, and Monterrey advance. Felicidades. Congratulations to those two clubs. Commiserations to Urawa and River Plate. There you go. And we only have 2 groups left to finish of the Club World Cup. We will do that tomorrow. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. They won 4-0. So, very good. Yeah. Platense, yeah? Platense just won the Argentinian league, yeah? Platense, yeah? Yep. That was shocking. That was honestly shocking. And didn't Hassing win? I think they just did, yeah, a couple of years ago. I think it was, yeah. Velez last. Oh, Velez Sarsfield. There we go. I think I was remembering that run between Boca and, yeah, but either way. Bro, I fell asleep. You didn't miss much. 4-0. Didn't miss much. How's River? They got eliminated. They lost 2-0. 2 red cards, by the way. It was funny. Funny that happened twice. Canada, El Salvador got 2 red cards last night. And Canada only won 2-0. No Argentinian teams left. We got a whole load of Brazilian teams still in this tournament, but and a couple of MLS teams too. Shocking. We might, hold on. Hold on. I just realized something. Al-Ali did not make it. Hold on. Look at the tracker. Hold on. I just realized something. CONCACAF, CONMEBOL, and UEFA so far the only confederations to produce teams in the knockout stage. And if we look at these last 2, yeah, there's no way Al Ain or Y. Yeah, Juventus and Man City already made it. Al Hilal, there might be one Asian team. There might be one Asian team in Al Hilal. Other than that, UEFA, CONCACAF, and CONMEBOL rule the roost. Who would have thought that was going to happen? 2 Well, yeah, now the Argentinian fans just going to root for Messi. Yeah, you're right. But they won Libertadores. Good for them, the end. I agree. People shit on CONCACAF way too much. They do. Guess what's left? There might be one Asian team left tomorrow. Might be. All the African teams are out. All the Argentinian teams are out. Brazilian teams are there representing CONMEBOL, but there's 2 CONCACAF teams. So if there's only 3 confederations left, people shit on CONCACAF way too much. Way too much. You could say, but Messi had one of the team. He still beat a Brazilian, drew a Brazilian team, but they led for most of the match just to draw that game. They beat Porto, a clown show, but they beat them. They drew Al-Ali, a big African club that I respect, but they didn't have a good run. So, unexpectedly, of course. But the 3 confederations left, maybe 4. Wait for Friday. I'll tell you Friday. Wait for Friday. We have a whole video dedicated to that. Wait till Friday. Wait till Friday. We don't even have the next 2 groups finished, the final 2 groups finished. Wait till Friday. Patience. Patience. I agree, but either way, when it comes down to it, so there's only, with teams with multiple confederations, confederations with multiple teams in the round of 16, there's only 3. AFC might have 1 team in Al Hilal. That's it. Africa, done. We already know that because Juventus and Man City, well, also the UAE's in Asia, but there was an African club in that group, Wydad, knocked out, 0 points. Juve and Man City, they're playing for first. We're covering that game tomorrow, by the way. With that being said, ES Tunis, out. Al-Ali, out, which I did not expect. But, so African clubs, gone. Asian clubs, all of them but Al Hilal are gone. Hell, Argentinian clubs are out. Brazil's picking up the slack. So, with that being said, the question being is this. Is CONCACAF shit on way too much? Yeah, but I'd say I'd say Miami got through pretty fairly. Besides, if they were favored, they would have gotten a penalty or something against Palmeiras or Al-Ali or something, especially after the goal went in. I'm sure they would have found a way, but they probably should have kept pushing for it. Either way, is CONCACAF shit on way too much is my question. I've been saying it is. Looks like I'm right. Huh. With that being said, I'm not surprised. With that being said, if you liked this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you tomorrow. Well, first off, within the hour for the double review of Toronto and the Monterrey game. We will double review, of course. We'll talk about both. Yeah? I would agree with that. Like, it's kind of funny. Yeah? It's kind of funny. Brazil's national team sucks. Their league is amazing. Argentinian national team is the world champions, and they might go back-to-back. They've gone back-to-back at the Copa. They might still go back-to-back, but their league has problems. Again, HITC7's made an amazing video about that, by the way, just so you know. But either way, it's kind of funny how it's flipped. With that being said, so we'll have a double review up within the hour. I will see you tomorrow. 2 streams, 1 review. We will be live, 1:55 2 o'clock for the Juventus-Man City game. And I will be wearing the Italy jersey for that game because even though I hate Juve, I hate Man City more. So, I'm about to puke. I don't know if it's the fact that I had to deal with all that heat while the AC was down earlier today, but this is going to suck. Forza Juve! I mean, over Man City for sure, but I think I'm about to puke. God. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I just did that. I can't believe I just did that. See what you made me do? Man City made me say Forza Juve. Other than that, though, Juve merda. But I have to root for him tomorrow because I hate Man City more. Man City? Well, at least Juve's ran by a jackass rich guy. At least Juve's only ran by a jackass rich guy that doesn't know what he's doing. Man City is a petrol state, so there's levels to this. Juventus might be the most hated team in Italy, but compared to Man City, that's small potatoes. Compared to Man City, that's small potatoes. I still want to puke, though, for saying Forza Juve. That was, oh, God. That was, no. Never again. I won't even say it tomorrow. I'll wear the Italy jersey, though. I won't even say it tomorrow. Jesus Christ. I want to puke. With that being said, Juve merda. That feels better. Juve merda. Same reason I don't like Mercedes in F1, pretty much. They feel absolutely above everybody else and dominant, but it's more because they seem elitist. They come off as elitist punks, you know? Like Juventus, and it's funny, they both wear black and white. Yeah. I mean, Juventus and Mercedes in F1 are it's pretty similar, you know? In my lifetime, they were very dominant, but I feel like they portray themselves as highfalutin elitists. I don't like that. I prefer the Napolis of the world. And, well, I prefer the Napolis of the world, you know? I mean, De Laurentiis is still a jackass too, but, you know, I prefer the Napolis of the world. With that being said, back to my point. We got a live stream watch along for Man City versus Juve, no review. And then we'll be live for Pachuca versus Al Hilal, live and review on Thursday. Friday, we got the group stage recap, knockout phase predictions for the Club World Cup, just like we did for the Gold Cup, except it's its own video on its own day because the schedule felt way better for that. The weekend, of course, we have Saturday, Toronto FC, Chelsea plays. We'll be live for the Chelsea game, Toronto versus Portland live review. And then Sunday, we have Miami, PSG live review, Canada versus Guatemala live review, and live for the USA Costa Rica game. Monday, we'll talk about that later. So with that being said, the 2 streams that are up will be up. We'll have Friday. We'll put the Saturday, Sunday streams up as it is on that day. So with that being said, I'll see you within the hour. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See ya.